What's going on, guys? It's Greg East Coast Eyes. Today we're going to talk a little bit of stringing, about some shooting string options. Just so happened I was stringing two different ions that both had the same shooting string setup with this stack shooter. So I was going to talk about pros, cons, should you be using it. So dial in for some string content. Leave a comment below if you have any questions about this. Happy to answer them. So as you guys know, this is our standard string setup, what I recommend everybody start with. One nylon, one shooter on the second 9-diamond row. Just a good combination of smooth hold and release and a little bit of feel. But a lot of people have been moving towards this stacked shooter concept. So they are down a row and you put a shooting string right on top, one on the 10-diamond row, one on the 9-diamond row. I think it has a cool look to it. I'm seeing it rise in popularity, and we actually strung Matt Rambo's national championship stick. This is it, Pat dyed it. This is his stick from when he won the national championship, the exact head, and his pocket was rocking the same exact thing, the stack shooters. So the pros of this, why you would want it, is I think it adds a lot of snap. It adds a lot of feel. Stacking these two thick shooting strings up, moving them down a row, just really gives it that release off the shooting strings, and having them down or lower is going to give you a consistent release point. It's kind of always going to snap right off that point, and also get the ball out of the stick a little bit quicker. So even though these are kind of a little bit of lower pockets and not super high, you're still going to get that snappy release. And nylons sometimes can hit a little hard, especially if you have them tight. They're going to snap a little bit hard. So this is going to keep it smooth feeling, but make sure you get a consistent release off those shooters. And by stacking them, it just makes that a little bit more defined. One of the cons is, one of the things to be careful of, if you make them too tight, it's going to give you a ton of hook and whip. So when you start to move your shooters down into where the pocket is forming, if they're too tight, which is one of the biggest issues I see everybody have, they're going to just catch inconsistently. So you want to make sure that the bottom one is a little bit looser. You should almost be able to see like a lack of tension in the middle here as you start to break it in. And the second one is just a little bit tighter, but not too tight. Just a little bit less than the tension of the mesh. You never want the ball to snag, you want it to come off smooth. So again, you're gonna wanna put the bottom one on the 10-diamond row, and the next one up, loose on the bottom. You should be able to see some looseness, and if it's catching too much, what I like to do is untie them, break it in or shoot with it, let them expand on their own, and then retie them. But overall, I think it's a really great shooting string option to explore if you're looking for a little bit more snap, a little bit more whip, and just to try something new as we're going through fall ball here. So again, leave me questions that you have down in the comments. Be happy to answer them. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.